Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Life English Pro. I'm your host, Sarah, and as always, I'm joined by my wonderful co-host, Leo. How's it going, Leo?
It's going great, Sarah. I'm really excited about today's session. We're diving into something that everyone can relate to, hobbies and interests. It's the ultimate way to find common ground when you're meeting someone new or just catching up with an old friend.
Absolutely. Hobbies aren't just things we do to pass the time, they define a part of who we are. Today, we're going to go through some major categories: music, movies, sports, books, and gaming. And we'll be sharing our own personal stories along the way.
So if you're listening to improve your English or just to enjoy a good conversation, stay tuned. Let's jump right in.
Let's start with music. Leo, they say music is the shorthand of emotion. What kind of music do you usually listen to?
That's a tough one because my playlist is a bit of a mess. But if I had to pick, I'm a huge fan of alternative rock and lo-fi beats. When I'm working, I need that lo-fi instrumental stuff to keep me focused. But when I'm driving, I want something high energy, like 90s rock. What about you, Sarah?
I'm more into indie pop and soul. There's something about a powerful vocal performance that just gets to me. I love artists who write their own lyrics. It feels more authentic. Lately, I've been listening to a lot of jazz as well, especially in the evenings when I'm winding down.
Jazz is classy. It really changes the vibe of a room. Do you play any instruments, or are you strictly a listener?
I wish. I tried learning the guitar once, but my fingers just wouldn't cooperate. I think I'll stick to singing in the shower for now. Speaking of music, have you ever been to a live concert?
Oh, many times. My first one was a local rock band in my hometown. The energy was incredible. There's a massive difference between listening to a song on Spotify and hearing it live with thousands of other fans screaming the lyrics. The bass literally shakes your chest. Have you had that experience?
Yes, I went to a music festival a few years ago. It was an outdoor event, and even though it started raining, nobody cared. We were all dancing in the mud. It's one of my favorite memories. It really proves that music brings people together, no matter the circumstances.
Definitely. Music is the easiest icebreaker. If you don't know what to talk about, just ask, "What's on your playlist?" and the conversation just flows. Moving on to the big screen, movies and TV shows. Sarah, what was the last movie you saw?
I actually re-watched Interstellar last night. Yes, I know it's old, but every time I watch it, I find something new. The visuals, the soundtrack, the emotional core, it's a masterpiece. What about you? Anything recent?
I saw Oppenheimer recently. It was intense. I'm a big fan of Christopher Nolan, so I had high expectations and he didn't disappoint. It's a very dialogue-heavy movie, which I think is great for our listeners to practice their English comprehension.
Good point. Watching movies in English is such a powerful tool for learning. Do you prefer watching movies at home on your couch, or are you a theater purist?
Honestly, it depends on the movie. If it's a big action spectacle or something with amazing cinematography, I want the IMAX experience. I want the big screen and the surround sound. But for a comedy or a drama, I'd much rather be at home with a bowl of popcorn where I can pause the movie if I need a break.
I'm the opposite. I love the theater for everything. There's something special about sitting in a dark room with strangers, everyone reacting to the same jokes or the same scary scenes at the same time. Plus, at home, I'm too tempted to check my phone.
That's true. The theater forces you to be present. What about TV series? Are you a binge watcher?
Guilty as charged. Yes, if a show is good, I can't stop. I'll say, just one more episode, and suddenly it's 3 a.m. I'm currently caught up in a historical drama. The costumes and the accents are just fascinating.
Binge watching is a dangerous game, Sarah. I try to limit myself to 2 episodes a night, but even I fail sometimes.
Let's switch gears to sports. This is usually where people get really passionate. Leo, I know you're a bit of a sports nut. Do you play anything or are you a spectator?
I try to be both. I play football, or soccer, depending on where you are, every Saturday morning with a local club. Soccer is the best way to stay fit and clear my head. But during the week, I'm definitely a spectator. I don't think I've missed a Champions League match in years.
That admiration is tough. I'm not much of a team sports person, but I've recently started doing yoga and Pilates. It's more about flexibility and mental peace for me. I don't think I have the competitive spirit for football.
Yoga is tough. People underestimate how much strength it requires. It's all about discipline, which is common in every sport. Speaking of which, who's your favorite athlete?
I've always looked up to Serena Williams. Her power, her resilience, and how she dominated her sport for so long while also being a mother. It's inspiring. She's a true icon.
She's a legend, no doubt. For me, it's always been Lionel Messi. Watching him play is like watching an artist paint. It doesn't even look like he's trying. The ball just stays glued to his feet.
It's interesting how sports can create such strong loyalties. You can meet someone from the other side of the world, and if you both support the same team, you're suddenly best friends.
Exactly. It's about the we feeling. We won the game, even though we were just sitting on the sofa.
Now let's slow things down and talk about books. In the age of social media, do people still like reading? What do you think, Sarah? I certainly hope so. For me, reading is like traveling without moving. I try to read at least 2 books a month. There's a depth to books that movies just can't reach because you get to see the characters' internal thoughts.
I agree. I'm more into nonfiction, though. I love biographies and books on psychology or productivity. I feel like I'm learning a new skill every time I open a book.
I'm a fiction lover through and through. Give me a good mystery or a classic novel any day. What's the best book you've ever read? The one that stayed with you?
Probably Atomic Habits by James Clear. It's not a story, but it completely changed how I look at my daily routine. It taught me that small changes lead to massive results. What about you? What's your all-time favorite?
That's like asking me to pick a favorite child. But if I had to choose, I'd say To Kill a Mockingbird. The themes of justice and innocence are so timeless. I think everyone should read it at least once.
A classic choice. Do you prefer physical books or are you an e-book person?
Physical books, definitely. I love the smell of the paper and the feeling of turning the pages. Plus, seeing a full bookshelf in a room makes it feel so much cozier.
I've switched to ebooks recently. It's just more practical for traveling. I can carry 1,000 books in my pocket, but I do miss the tactile feel of a real book.
Last but not least, gaming. This has grown so much in the last decade. Leo, are you a gamer?
Oh, absolutely. I've been playing video games since I was 5. I started with the old consoles, and now I've got a decent PC setup. I love immersive RPGs, role-playing games, where you can make choices that affect a story.
See, I never got into video games that much, but I am a huge fan of board games. Whenever I have friends over, we spend hours playing things like Catan or Monopoly. Well, Monopoly usually ends in an argument, but you know what I mean.
Monopoly is the fastest way to lose friends. But board games are great because they are so social. Video games are becoming like that too, though. I play online with people from all over the world. My best friend lives in Japan, and we hang out every weekend in a virtual world.
That's incredible. It's a whole different way of socializing. What's your favorite video game of all time?
It has to be The Witcher 3. The storytelling is just on another level. It's like an interactive 100-hour movie. What about you for board games?
I really enjoy Scrabble. Being a language lover, I like the challenge of finding high-scoring words. It's a great way to expand your vocabulary, even for our listeners.
That's a great suggestion. Games, whether they are on a screen or a cardboard box, are all about strategy and problem solving. It keeps the brain sharp.
We've covered a lot today, Leo. Music, movies, sports, books, and gaming. It's clear that no matter what you're into, these hobbies are the bridge that connects us to others.
You're right, 100%. And for our listeners, the best way to practice English is to talk about things you love. When you're passionate about a topic, you forget that you're speaking a foreign language. The words just come out more naturally.
So, here's a challenge for our Life English Pro community. Leave a comment and tell us about your favorite hobby. What's the best book you've read? Or what's the last movie you saw? We'd love to hear from you.
And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. We have a lot more exciting topics coming up.
Thank you so much for joining us today. It's been a blast, Leo.
Likewise, Sarah. Until next time, keep practicing and stay curious.
Bye, everyone.